What is up, everybody? This is Mark with the mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark with the mic. I'm joined by Lupines.
What is up? What is up?
And, again, like always, we have tons of wrestling to cover. We'll be doing our predictions for Forbidden Door. We'll give our wrestling reviews of the week. But first, we go into the wrestling retrospect. And, I chose last week, and it was enough is enough. It's time for a change. Owen Hart.
I am not a nugget.
I am not a nugget. One of my favorite things was I think when DX was mimicking Nation of Domination.
Uh-huh.
And they had that one white dude that had like the bird nose, and he was like, "I'm not a nugget." And he was just wearing
I
caution
forgot
tape.
if he was a shock jock or who that guy was.
Yeah, he was like a DJ or some shit like that.
Oh, he
Like
was
he
a
did.
DJ? Okay.
Yeah, he does like wrestling mimics. Like he done it before. I think it was for something else as well. But
Okay.
yeah, DX wore blackface as well, so that's a kind
Hey,
of an
listen.
issue.
I'm not mad at X-Pac. It was funny.
But it was kind of funny. But yeah, that's something I remember from that. But yeah, Owen Hart, probably one of the better technician hybrids, like a technician high flyer that was in the business. Sadly, he kind of got taken very early in his career, like before his like probably in his prime of going with stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good matches on his belt. So I'll kick it off with the first one and going back to Ultimo Dragon. We got Owen Hart versus Ultimo Dragon. This was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'll give you the date right now. It's the pay per view was called War, and it was October 21st, 1992.
Okay. Gotcha.
And seeing that, I love Ultimo Dragon, and I'm surprised I haven't picked him yet for this thing anyway. But Ultimo Dragon always he was a good hybrid as well as a technician, high flying. But when you have someone that could do the exact same thing as you, but just a slightly bigger than you, it makes for a good story that they told, and it was a really fun match.
Yes, sir. I watched it. It was great.
Yeah,
I liked the one thing that they did towards the end where Owen went for the cool ass pile driver and caught him.
yeah,
But what is and then Ultimo he went up to go fly, right? And
yeah.
then Ultimo countered and then he did his like signature pin. Now what is that pin? Because like
Um,
he won a lot of matches with that move.
Owen or Ultimo?
No, Ultimo. Like he wraps your arm around and then spins.
I don't know what it's called. I'm
Like
sorry.
it's a specific ass pin. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's Maestro Credo or something like that. It's not a schoolboy. I know that because your arm is locked behind you.
yeah,
But I thought that was cool. It's like, oh damn, it was back then too. And the other cool thing about that match was the crowd
yeah.
because
Crowd
they came alive and there was a Japanese crowd and they're usually pretty quiet,
quiet. Yeah,
for clapping it. Yeah, they
yeah,
went crazy. It was like, all right, good.
yeah. I'm trying to watch the beginning of the match so I can see what you're talking about. Oh yeah. That's like I forgot the name of it. It's a Mexican takedown. It's like a Mexican pin. Rey
Okay,
Mysterio does it all the time too.
got you.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I used that as my first match.
That's cool. I like that one. And that's the streak. So, do you have a number of how many of the people have a match so far with Ultimo Dragon?
So this would be the seventh person we've done so far, and so it will be six out of. It'll be probably 5 out of 7.
5 out of 7. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
because
Okay,
Norman Smiley, surprisingly, Norman Smiley didn't have a match with Ultimo Dragon. I think
that
Ultimo Dragon
surprised me.
was far gone from WCW at the time,
Got you. Got
when Norman was kind of like making his run.
you. Mm-hmm.
So they didn't get to meet. The one that surprised me the most that actually had something with Ultimo Dragon was Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
It was
I did
hilarious.
not expect that one whatsoever.
It was
Anyway,
great.
all right. So
Okay,
what's
so my first match with Owen was I went to look for Stampede Wrestling and I found it.
yeah,
This one is Owen Hart versus Dynamite Kid. 1989 is all it has for the date, and it says Calgary Stampede Wrestling Street Fight to a finish is what it was.
cool.
It was mm, I mean, it's 89, so it's pretty old.
Yeah.
It's just cool because I've never seen uh I've never seen Stampede.
Yeah.
I have not seen much of Dynamite, so you get that. It's more grounded though. They're not really flying around. They just beat the crap out of each other. There's blood, but it stays mostly in the ring, which is interesting. There's a pile driver on the concrete outside, which Owen does that. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, but it is not like Cactus Jack. He ain't. And there's one thing that I don't know because this is again before a lot of PC,
Yeah.
but there is. It looks like an Arab character. And I can't tell if that's Jimmy Hart or somebody else that we know because it's like a manager type. And he's getting slapped around, and it looks like he's getting slapped by. Is that JJ Dillon? I don't. Was he in Stampede Wrestling?
Probably not. Probably not because it's kind of Stampede was like a Canadian territory.
Okay, okay. But they have like a JJ Dillon type figure,
Yeah.
like same deal, big kind of big dude, blazer, glasses, and he was just slapping this guy up, and you could hear the guy on commentary screaming because he's obviously on Dynamite side. It's weird. You should probably watch this one. It's not
Yeah.
that long. It's
I'm
very
trying to
weird,
see. I'm looking at it right now.
but it's good. There's like a super obvious ref bump, I guess you call it. The
Yeah.
ref just goes dead. He prone, like he kind of like flops like a fish for a few seconds. It's hilarious. Some dude comes in. I think his last name is Smith, and he is probably related to the Smiths, as in like Davy Boy and them, and he beats the hell out of Owen and pile drives him and just leaves him in a heap.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, what? I wish I had more story.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Look
And
at
Owen won
these.
the match.
Yeah. Look at these haircuts. God damn.
89, baby, 89.
That's some ugly ass
Owen got
haircut.
the Zubaz, the baggy Zubaz on with the
Yeah, that's
shirt
something I
down.
was
I'm like,
looking at. I'm
yo,
like, yo, what the? I rented the thing. Oh, I see who you're talking about. I can't see his face.
yeah, yeah. But it's just like there's so much going on. I
Yeah.
wish I knew what was happening in 1989
Stampede
in
has some crazy
Stampede
shit.
Wrestling.
Stampede
Yeah,
has some
yeah,
crazy shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess my second one will be. It was In Your House. This was probably one of the few that Owen Hart actually main evented with Shawn Michaels, and
Okay.
it was for the I think WWE title at the time. It
Hmm.
was In Your House number 6. I guess this was probably 1995. Seeing that Shawn Michaels was a babyface during that time,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it was for the IC title. Sorry, not the world title.
Mm-mm.
Very good match. Very showcases both guys' talents and stuff like that, and also Owen Hart still working that King of the Ring, kind of the Owen Hart King of Hearts character. Still, so it was actually pretty cool. I actually liked the King of Hearts title, the character, and I kind of wish he got a title during that time, like the WWE
Mm.
title during that time.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So
That's
that would
cool.
be my number 2.
All right. Second one I have is 1993 WWF. It is Bam Bam Bigelow versus Owen Hart,
That was good.
and it's a very good match. Two of my favorites from that time period, right? I liked
Mhm.
both of them. Maybe more so Bam Bam because he stood out, and he was in the games, obviously.
Yeah.
It's 93. That's probably like the peak of his popularity, 93.
93, 94. Yeah.
Um, the one thing I will say, I don't remember these matches. Again, I think this was like a television match as well.
Yeah.
And you can hear on commentary, it's Vince, King, and Macho.
Yeah.
So it's
So
definitely a TV show.
probably like early
Um,
Raw like early days, or
got you.
Superstars early days.
So that's one that stood out was the commentary. You could hear King 100% hates Owen because I remember this was like around the time he's fighting Brett. So he hates the Hart family. Always makes fun of Stu Hart.
Yeah.
He was kind of mean,
Yeah.
but he was allowed to say some mean stuff. The matches, again, the reason I kind of sent this one is because the match is good.
Yeah.
It's real good. Like Owen Hart, medium sized guy. Because remember, he's not really a lightweight, but he's clearly outsized by Bam Bam,
Oh yeah.
and he does a lot of stuff the right way. And then the one cool thing, he sells the try to pick him up, and then it falls into the press position. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good though. Like I, there's a lot of things where I know today people want to show off how strong they are, pick up big dudes and stuff, but still, I miss when you can't pick up a big dude. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I already
Just
struggle to it, and then like by the time you get to like the end of the match, that's when you get it.
well, that makes the least amount of
Huh?
you that makes the least amount of sense because the end of the match you should be dead tired.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just saying.
It's like,
But it was so good. There's a lot of things. There's a Owen misses a move, it hurts his leg, and then Bam Bam doesn't even take advantage. But another move he does hurts the same body part, and it ends up winning him the match. I'm just like, what? In a random Bam Bam Bigelow Owen Hart match, there's like a little bit of storytelling. I'm like, get out of here. Come
yeah,
on, it's crazy.
that's good. That was a good match too. I remember that match. My third one will be. It was a tag team match, and I actually liked it because it was just the character work and everything like
Hmm.
that. It was Bret Hart and Davey Boy Smith. They fought Owen Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Now,
This was like
what?
after 90. This I think this was after SummerSlam '92, when after the cage match. So I think this was on the Raw right after that.
So what happened? Was this before or after the group, the super group, or were they not
So
even all together?
this was before the supergroup. This is when Owen was the King of
Ah,
Hearts. So this definitely has to be after SummerSlam '93 or
oh
'92.
damn, they don't even get in the ring. They just start
'94.
beating their ass.
Yeah, it was SummerSlam '94. So that was when Owen and Brett fought on the cage match, and then Bulldog came and helped him in the cage and shit like that, and they involved the family and things like that. This was
Mm-hmm.
after that, so this is the aftermath, and they actually teamed up and fought each other.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was
Very
'94.
cool.
Yeah, '94.
Very cool.
Monday Night Raw, and it was fun. It was a fun match, good character work. Again, Brett and Owen still going at it. This was when he won the King of the Ring, so basically the King of Hearts.
Bulldog was peak Bulldog.
Yeah.
Good God.
This is without the braids too. This is when he just started wearing his hair out.
Started wearing the tassels on the legs.
Mhm.
I see you.
And like the short shorts.
Mm-hmm. Got that warrior look with
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah. So it was a fun match. Good character
All
work.
right. Good, good, good.
Yeah. And yours?
My last one, because I only picked three, was just random. I saw this one. I remember it happening. And I don't remember watching the entire thing. And it was from let's see if they have a date. I don't think they do. This has to be well, obviously it's 99, I think 99 or 98. It's Steve Blackman versus Owen Hart in the Lions Den with
Oh,
special referee Dan Severn.
nice.
And I remember the saga because I think it was supposed to be Severn got there and he was doing his thing, and then Owen came and he was like, I'm a tough guy because I've trained in the dungeon or whatever, and they had a beef. And then it turned into Steve Blackman because he's a karate man. Like, I'm gonna fight you in this thing. And but I know the first one wasn't the first. The
With
first
Shamrock.
use of that was Shamrock. Yes,
Yeah,
okay,
Owen versus Shamrock. Yeah.
that's the first use of the Lions Den. So I guess because it was established, they used it to settle the differences, and it was a betrayal apparently because uh, 2/3 of the way through the match, uh, Dan Severn comes down and does the Dragon Sleeper on Steve Blackman. It's terrible. Oh man, it's messed up. I like the match though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the without going to the Shamrock one. It's just like all right, so they kept it around for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably they used it a lot more than NXT used the other one, right?
Yeah, they used that twice.
All right, so I guess it's on par. I guess it's on par.
Yeah, they used it twice. They used it with Champa
Thatcher.
and Thatcher and Riddle and Thatcher.
Yeah, so I guess it's only two times. They only used this one twice, right?
Yeah.
Lions Den. And
Yeah.
do you remember?
Yeah,
Only
twice.
two times, right?
They used
Yeah.
it
So
twice, and they fought in the dungeon once.
I remember the dungeon barely.
Yeah.
I remember that barely. Anyway, it wasn't that great of a match, but it was more to see the spectacle of it.
Yeah.
And hey, it's Steve Blackman. Come on.
Yep.
So it's cool.
I was just shout out some matches. Probably what made Owen Hart more famous than anything like that. You got
Hmm.
'94 SummerSlam with Bret Hart. Bret Hart for the WWE title. It was a steel cage, the old school blue steel cage match. Really good match. Definitely check that one out. WrestleMania 10 with Bret Hart as well. You also got him with Austin. You got also Owen with Owen and Jarrett. You have Owen and Razor. He has a lot of history, a lot of things like that. And also watches King of the Ring. When he won the King of the Ring, like the tournament matches, they're really good.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Um, we'll go into the week of wrestling. We got Monday Night Raw kicking off. We got Bianca Belair. We got a big uh it was a big five way to decide. Wait, am I right? Yeah, it was a big. Yeah. So what happened was Rhea Ripley is out the match at Money in the Bank because her mouth is not fully healed yet. So they did a five-way to determine who's gonna fight Bianca Belair at Money in the Bank.
Gotcha. And then they
So
had a nice. Everybody comes out and talks a little smack.
yep,
Then it gets physical.
yep.
You know how it is.
And Carmella wins this match. Very good match though. It was actually very entertaining. It was nice seeing all these girls.
Hmm. And it
And
was the opener of the show. So
yeah,
it's
and
pretty
a
good.
way to just get Carmella back in the mix. She's a good talent to have in the mix. So
Hmm. Hmm.
good, 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 good. Mr. McMahon coming out with his random dumb shit.
What did he said something? I don't remember what he said.
He said, no, he just did the whole thing for John Cena.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Random.
and
Random.
now we have a meme of him going down the stairs, and it's
Of him
great.
floating off into space, of him jumping into Matt Cardona's pool,
It's great. It's so great.
just everywhere.
Yeah.
I love that.
Riddle aimed to qualify for Money in the Bank ladder match. He had a heartfelt promo. I think he's doing great with his promos. I think he's gonna line up getting in that Money in the Bank match somehow, some way. So you'll see it. But he did not get it this tonight because almost defeated him and took his spot for the Money in the Bank.
Makes sense. Makes
And then
sense.
Seth freaking Rollins hits Riddle with while he was down.
I just laughed at him. The
Yep.
best. Loved it. Also, it's just here's the thing I liked about the entire thing was the character work of pretty much everybody involved. You know, almost didn't really do
Yeah.
anything, but of him having the long promo, him saying what he said about Seth, the match happening, then Seth coming out.
Yeah.
I just that sequence of events I liked. So
You got
not,
Theory's pose down was crashed by Bobby Lashley.
I thought it was cool. I wasn't mad. He went through the whole thing, and it was actually good. It goes into a better thing later on, so that's good. It's cool.
Angelo Dawkins defeats Jey Uso. Good match.
That was a good match. Very good. Very good. I'm surprised Dawkins got the W. Okay.
Elias smashed Kevin Owens with a guitar.
What you think about this, Bray? I thought it was hilarious.
I found it funny. Like it was good. It was humorous. Seeing how fake that beard looked on his face was just
Mm-hmm.
made me
Mm-hmm.
laugh
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more. And Kevin Owens just getting sick of this shit. It makes it worth watching because I think Kevin Owens has been like gold with this shit and just his reactions and just how everything is going about. It's fun. So they're making something out of nothing with this rivalry, and it's actually probably one of the more entertaining rivalries on Monday Night Raw.
I think, yeah. I think personally, I think both shows. Just saying.
I'm just saying, like, you put this on paper and how they've been doing it, you think it would not been good, and I think both characters have been really killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of how kind of how you wondered how it was going to work when him and Jericho were together.
yeah,
And it was just like, this is an unlikely pairing.
yeah,
And this is silly. And this exact same thing is very silly.
yeah,
And they were unlikely. Well, I don't know. Maybe they kind of grown together. It was just kind of
yeah.
odd to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, still fun.
We got Bobby Lashley defeating Chad Gable in the Gauntlet match. He also beat Otis in the Gauntlet match, and he also beat Theory in the Gauntlet match.
I actually liked the entire thing. I thought it was good. I want to give Lashley credit, but I think it's because of the people he was wrestling
Yeah.
that he got to wrestle differently.
Yeah.
Like when he was wrestling Gable, he was doing holds and counters and things like that to show that this is also in his tool set, which he doesn't use or need when he fights people like Omos, which is why
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing him fight Omos. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And so I liked all three of these.
I
One, he had a
wouldn't.
straight up match. The second one, they kind of tried to cheat him more. And the third one, he countered A Town down. Nice.
I would not mind to see like a serious Otis versus Bobby Lashley match again.
I would like to see a serious Gable versus Bobby Lashley
Yeah.
for something on the line.
Yeah.
If that's the first opponent for the U.S. title, okay.
I'm fine with that. AJ Styles clocks the Miz on Miz TV. I thought the promos were going good back and forth. Miz is gold with when he's heel, so can't really hate that
Well, there
guy.
was a whole thing. There was a
Yeah.
match with Ciampa.
Yes, and then they became a match of Ciampa after he got kicked in the head.
And then that went into he tried to get AJ again,
Yes.
and he got his shade stolen.
Yep.
So, Miz not having a good day.
No, he's not.
Good match with Ciampa though. And is that the first time AJ and Ciampa?
AJ, yes.
So there you go.
There you go. Veer Mahan vowed to more destruction, and pretty much the only thing he's been destructing right now is on Rey Mysterio. So,
This is true.
just saying. And then our main event is Asuka defeats Becky Lynch to qualify for the Money in the Bank match. Again, we're getting a lot of the same matches between them two, but I can't not deny that they're not good. It's just that it gets repetitive after a while, and but
This is now.
I did
Go
like
ahead. Go
the,
ahead. No,
the
finish.
I
Finish.
did like
Go
the
ahead.
aftermath. I did like the reaction after she lost. I liked her going crazy. So she sold that for me at least.
Yeah, I was about to say this is parallel with me to Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Whereas like I don't hate Sami Zayn, I don't hate Shinsuke Nakamura. Every week they make it as entertaining as they possibly can be. But Jesus, it's like a just where's the shovel? Just putting it right in the ground over and over again. Just every freaking week. Stop.
Yeah.
Why you fire everybody? They can't fight nobody else. I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
America. What they did it to themselves, and they keep doing it to themselves.
Yep.
But it's good. They do the best they can, right? So
Yep. So that's all we can ask for.
yeah,
Who? All right. So, what do you give Money on Raw?
I I told you in the message I was gonna give it an A minus because it was a lot of like match stuff
Yeah.
that I really liked. The show,
Yeah.
the KO stuff, Elias stuff, Zeke freaks, the whole thing in the beginning with the women. It's just a good show.
Yep. I'm
I
gonna
even
go.
didn't mind Riddle losing. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, didn't mind Riddle
I kind
losing.
of saw it coming. It was just like almost gonna win.
Well, we had him in the Money in the Bank, so we'll see.
Uh,
We'll
Riddle
see how
should
he gets there, if he
Rid-
gets there.
Riddle should just kick him in the balls. I'm just saying. Works for AJ.
It works for freaking Brock Lesnar.
There you go.
It works on Brock.
It must work on everyone else.
Hmm.
Anyway, whenever yeah, I'm gonna go B plus or B. I'm gonna go B because you have at least some story there, but again, like the repeating of matches and just lack of like being creative with their matches because you actually do have people on TV, so that's my only grip, I guess. All right, go to NXT 2.0.
Yes, sir.
All right. We kick off with Grayson Waller defeats Solo Suka.
That was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. It was great. I
Yeah.
thought the match was cool, but I like the promo stuff even more.
Yeah.
Like again, that's Waller's bag,
Yeah.
so it's good. But he talked
Um,
the big game and he won the match.
he won the match. You had Katana Chase and Kaden Carter versus Elysia Leon and Valentine Feroza.
And that was a good match.
Good match.
Like I know the two new girls didn't get to do much, but again, Carter and Katana got to showcase their stuff, so it's all good.
We got Trick Williams stepping up to Wesley. That could be a good match.
I agree. Let's see.
We got Roderick Strong and Damien Kemp defeat Cruz de la Toro and Jacqueline Wild.
Not bad.
Brawl broke out in pursuit of Toxic Attractions and the WWE Tag Team titles. So, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Although also the because again because it's behind last week, 2 times tripped somebody with a crowbar. So I'm assuming they're gonna use this to write his character off the show.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you got that.
Cramming Grimes defeats Idris Enough. Good match.
Not bad. Again, I say it's getting better. So
Von Wagner defeats Brooke Jensen.
this fancy was it good?
Eh, is what it is. Alba Fire versus Lash Legend. Went to a DQ. Okay match. It was just a little sloppy.
This one I didn't.
It was
Again,
just a
this one
brawl
I didn't
more
see.
than anything. And then
Okay.
our main event was Carmelo Hayes defeats Tony D'Angelo to retain the North American title.
Oh, nice. Okay. So how was
And
was
it
that
was
good?
good. It was a really good match. Pretty much Santo Escobar threw the brass knucks to Carmelo Hayes, and he knocked D'Angelo out.
Oh, you used it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he did use it. NXT 2.0, I'm gonna go B. There was not enough like. I guess there's a lot of things going on, but there's nothing that really has my attention.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go B minus. I the stuff in the ring wasn't bad. It's just I'm confused as I don't know because they did do a thing for the tag scene, so I guess there's gonna be a triple threat, or is
Yeah.
it they still have to fight,
They
right?
still have to fight. Yeah.
They still have to fight. So yeah, I mean I guess that's probably like that's one of the main stories because there was no Braun Breaker story this week,
No,
was there?
there was not.
So that's the main. Well, that and Carmelo,
Yeah.
Hayes, because they're the
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
champs. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
There you go. What was I gonna say? Yeah. There's some good news. Regarding backstage stuff. Triple H is set to be back on behind NXT.
Is he doing what he was doing before he left though?
It looks like it.
All right. Okay. Then I guess that's good. I don't know.
We know Triple H's control is when we see Poppy doing a live performance again.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a little bit.
let's
All
bring let's
right. All
bring
right.
let's bring her back. I
She
like
get
her.
that call.
Yeah.
Yeah. She get that call. Show up.
There you go. All right. You got AEW Dynamite, pretty much to go home from episode 2, Forbidden Door. We kick off with the pretty much was it the Daniel Bryan thing kick off?
Well, he was out there to say who was his replacement, right?
No, he didn't say who was his replacement though.
No, he was out there to tease who was his
Yeah,
replacement.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, so pretty much he comes out with a promo, pretty much telling everybody that he's not gonna be able to wrestle, but seeing that he is very picky and very of who's going to replace him, he handpicked someone to replace him for that and for Blood and Guts next week. So a lot of people signs are on Claudio, a lot of people signs are on Johnny Gargano. There's also people think it's Josh Grisham, which I think is actually a good pick as well. So we'll see.
I don't think it's Gresham because they showed him
Yeah,
Friday.
Yeah, so that
Or was
kind of like took it away from me too. Is like the fact that he was kind of doing a character thing on Friday.
Yeah, he's like having because he's still got ROH stuff to do, so he's in the mix for something regarding that. So yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I thought that made the segment though was Chris Jericho's. He was adamant.
Yeah.
Tell me who the hell is the first?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be his replacement. Because he kept saying because
Yeah.
it's gonna be his replacement at Blood and Guts. So he kept saying it. I was just
Yeah.
like, that's kind of genius because you remind people about the other thing.
Yeah.
Like so. Uh,
Good.
my guess, I wanted it to be Drew Gulak, but
Drew
it's not
Gulak.
Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
He still
He
got a job.
he still got a job
he
and
would,
he would need 90 days too.
yeah, he would need 90 days unless he got some magic contract where they just said, we don't care what you do, Drew.
Yeah.
I wish.
He
But
ain't.
anyway,
Yeah.
um, do I think it's Claudio? No, I don't. I don't think it's him. I think it's somebody we probably already seen.
Yeah, I was thinking about like
Like
man,
maybe in Independence, maybe in ROH, but maybe maybe from New Japan. But I think it's somebody we already
or
know.
Joe.
I don't think it's Joe because he still has something to do with what's his name, right? Well, he doesn't have a match yet.
No, he doesn't have a match
He
at
has
all.
character stuff with um Black Machismo. I forget his name, Jay
Oh,
Lethal.
Jay Lethal. Yeah.
But he doesn't have a match yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Joe could
Mm,
be something too.
mm. Yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't want. They'd be like, oh damn, fucking Joe's gonna kill all of us. God damn it.
I'm trying to
Like
think. I'm trying to think though. Go ahead. You can continue the show. I'm just trying to think in my mind who I think.
I think Claudio. Claudio. I think makes a lot of sense, and especially because I know Daniel Bryan has like a lot of love for his wrestling and stuff like that, and someone to kind of mix in with the combat, the blood, the combat club. I think he fits.
Oh, keep going. I said
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have a
Okay.
pick.
Okay.
I don't know because I'll
All right.
maybe by the end of
Yeah.
the segment
All
I'll
right.
have a pick.
We got Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice defeat their versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. Um, spot a solid match.
I thought it was cool.
Uh,
It
uh,
wasn't the greatest thing, but there were some parts of it that were really fun, and I have to give it credit for
that
that.
pop
Orange
that
Cassidy
fucking
was on fire.
FTR got.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
pop,
yeah.
man. It makes me very happy to see that these guys are getting appreciated.
That crowd was good.
Yeah.
I have to give credit. The crowd was good in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. But it was
In
good.
general.
Um, good match. And again, I love the pop that FTR getting. Well deserved pop. I like that shit. I really do. Christian Cage addresses his betrayal of Jungle Boy and saying, "Yo, daddy's dead." Fucking
Kill
evil
him.
man.
Kill him, Christian.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Now,
Killing him.
Jungle Boy, now you have no choice but to shoot him. You gotta kill Christian.
That's it.
You
No
can't
more
go.
Jungle
Yeah,
Boy. He has to
yeah.
come back as Jungle Man.
Jungle Man with a rifle and kill Christian.
Oh, yo, what if he comes back looking like a hunter? He
Like
comes
Craven the
back
Hunter.
with the big safari hat, with the rifle and the brown shirt.
He
Yeah.
becomes slick. What was it?
No, it just becomes
Skinner.
Jungle Man.
Skinner.
Oh, Skinner. Yeah.
uh, who knows?
I don't know.
But from what I'm reading, he is injured. I think he has issues with his knee right now.
Jungle Boy?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, take your time, Jungle Boy. You'll heal fast.
Yeah.
Uh,
All Atlantic.
I loved it.
Go ahead.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Steve.
I need a picture. I need to frame that picture of Christian with that outfit.
Yeah.
I loved it with the brown on brown. I loved it with good, good.
Yeah.
Somebody said just before you go on. Somebody said where he said what? Remember what happened to Marco?
Yeah.
Somebody said secretly Luchasaurus ate Marco.
Yeah.
And Christian knows.
Watched him do it.
He watched him do it. He paid him to do it. He's like,
Yeah.
eat that.
He's like, I dare you. $5, you can't swallow him. Oops. All Atlantic Championship qualifier match. You got Penta versus Malachi Black.
Yes, sir.
Good match. My man Black should have been done after that power driver from the top rope.
I think the whole point was that Penta couldn't get to him. That's
Yeah.
literally he was like, oh, and they have that too.
Yeah.
He literally couldn't get to him. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Foot on the ropes.
I
He
still
didn't get up
say
and do anything
I
crazy.
still say that it should have took him longer to even know where the fuck he's at. That was a power driver on the top rope. It's not a
This is
regular
true.
power driver. Like you gotta
This is true.
fucking sell that shit. So that was, it
This
kind
is
of
true.
annoyed me, and the fact that he was had enough momentum to get the kick out, and it was just like there was no like selling of it because right after that kick out, he kind of got up. They both kind of got up, like nothing happened.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm literally looking at it now.
yeah,
There's like 30 seconds before he
yeah,
gets to him.
Yeah,
That's not. You can't lay on the mat for like a minute.
yeah,
So I guess the better thing would have been a rollout. But
yeah.
like
At least, yeah, the rollout would
I'm
make more sense.
literally looking at the timestamps.
Yeah,
It's like 30 seconds till Penta gets down.
yeah. I think honestly, like, yeah, if you rolled out like the bottom of the ring kind of thing, that would have made more sense. But like, yeah, like I get tired of those big moves that don't get respect the way it should. Like that was a big ass power driver. Anyway, good match though for what it is. What else? We go into Hangman Page versus Elias Young.
I'm not familiar with the guy, but he's pretty good.
He's like an all career like ROH guy.
Okay, so that's what the guy was talking about.
Yeah,
I know the crowd was on fire because they knew who he was.
yeah.
So like, all right,
Good match
he
though.
was good. He was very good.
Good
Gave
match
Hangman a run for
and
his money
ends with Okada coming for the save.
because they jumped him.
hmm
So what's the
So
story here? Is
now it's gonna
Okada
be
is
good.
no, I'm asking what's the story here?
So what's gonna happen is gonna be a four-way for the IDW GP title.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Adam Cole, Okada, Jay White, and Hangman all fighting for the title.
Now, what makes this realistic? How the hell can anybody actually win another company's title?
They put it on
Well,
the
how are we?
line.
I would just like to ask, how do we? How am I supposed to suspend my disbelief to believe
Um,
that New Japan would ever let one of those guys?
I will tell you
I
this.
mean, besides Jay White, you know what I'm
I will
saying?
say this much on Forbidden Door. I would not be surprised if TR leaves with the IWGP tag titles.
I wouldn't be surprised. That okay, but I'm feeling like there's no way it's not just Okada who wins this match.
If it's not Okada,
If
it's Jay White.
anybody wins,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the feeling I have.
because I have.
I would love it if Chugs won the championship. But and mind you, here's the thing: they've done the work, or at least he has, because every time it comes to the announcements, he's the main guy.
Yeah,
When it first happened,
yeah,
they brought him out.
yeah.
So
And he has
again, when
history
it comes to
with New Japan as well.
yes, I understand,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, it's still hard to believe that. You know what I mean? That they will let
yeah. Like,
they're signed to another company. I get the Forbidden
yeah.
Door stuff, but it's just like it's hard.
Well, we'll get into that when we do the predictions. That we can actually get more into that. But I have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
feel because then you also have Tanahashi fighting John Moxley. You kind of know where that's gonna
I've
go as
no,
well.
but you know what's funny about that one? I feel like Tony Khan has no problem. I feel like Japan is the one with the problem.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we'll see.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll see. Um, Tony Storm versus Mira Sharif.
This was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
They actually went at it, and I think they gave it a different match than we got with Rosa. So like, there you go,
There you
different.
go. Chris Jericho and Lance Archer versus John Moxley and Hiro Tanahashi.
Oh, they had this stare down that led into
Yeah.
a gang war, right?
It was a
Like all those
gang
people
war
came
like
out
outside the ring while they just staring down at each other.
staring at each other.
I was like,
It was. I don't know what to make of that. I get it, but
I understand the visual of what you want, but it's kind of dumb.
because it was crazy.
Yeah,
My favorite thing, here it is, Mark. Eddie Kingston
yeah,
trying to kill Chris Jericho. Sorry.
yeah. He fucking
It
running
had
around
me
the
dying.
crowd to get him again.
Yes, it was the funniest thing is that's probably for me the best storyline right now. Eddie Kingston trying to kill Chris Jericho
Yeah,
is hilarious.
yeah.
It's good.
AEW, where you give it?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A minus. I
Uh,
am. I
I'm
was
gonna go
entertained.
B. I'm gonna go
And I'm
B.
gonna give, and I'm also re-give shout outs to that big tag match because that was very entertaining.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I'll go B. I again, there's some things like miss. I feel like we're a little missing here and there, but other than that, this was a go home for Forbidden Door. Kind of wish we got more answers for what's gonna happen in that show again. But again, we'll be doing our predictions very soon, so though, stay tuned for that on
They had
Newscast.
to make sure everybody was still healthy the day of.
Yeah,
Like, listen,
right.
you still here? You still here?
How you
Okay.
feeling? You 100%?
How about you all week? You everybody who's in a match has to sleep in the same hotel room.
Yeah.
Nothing.
NXT UK, we did crown the new tag team champions in Jensen and the other dude.
And his partner who had a match on
Yeah,
NXT.
they took the Josh Bridges and Brooke Jensen's won the UK tag titles.
So they flew on a plane. Is the story they told us to go
Hmm.
to UK and win tag team titles.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep. That's the only thing I got to watch of that show. But I know Saray also fought Nina Samuels in this. It was actually a good match as well.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's there. That's
Yep.
right. I
She's
forgot
gonna
about that.
she's gonna fight Miko Shima.
Satomura. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. She says she wants to find Harry Potter. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. She'll find him eventually. Probably just be a white dude with glasses.
Mm. She said they have the same ones. You right?
Yeah.
You
Go to Friday Night SmackDown, and we got Drew McIntyre and Sheamus come out for promos and stuff like that. So Paul Heyman made them have to fight for their spot now.
I feel this was
Collusion.
chicanery.
Yeah. What Matt Cardona says? Collusion.
Collusion.
That's all
But from who
collusions.
though?
From everyone.
From all sides.
Yeah, from all sides. But they come out pretty much. They go into a tag match, so they fight the Usos later on the night. We also get Sami Zayn defeats Shinsuke Nakamura to get into the Money in the Bank.
No, 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 no. Oh, okay, okay. No, no, no. I thought somebody else was hurt. I'm about to say, oh my
Okay.
god. Anyway, keep.
We got the Viking Raiders lay waste to the New Day dance party.
I
Why
mean,
you gotta hate the New Day, yo?
I guess they got the new gear. You know what I'm saying?
The
And they
new
filling
gear.
themselves with the pelts, the
Yeah,
animal skins now.
yeah.
It is
Well,
what it is.
they need a direction, so I'll give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
You got Raquel Gonzalez and Lacey Evans defeat Sonya Deville in a 2-on-1 handicap match. I don't know what was the point of that.
You're right. You're right.
It was
You're
dumb.
right.
Natalia mocks Ronda Rousey with unique. Ronda, yo, I can't deal with Ronda talking. I really can't.
I will say I thought Natty was funny.
Natty was pretty funny though. She made me laugh. But anytime Ronda opens her mouth, I'm just like, oh, here we go. It's not gonna be good. Anyway, Gunther defeats Ricochet. He beats the shit out of Ricochet in this match.
hmm
Ricochet had no chance.
I mean, yeah, he did.
You got Chauncey defeating Tamina for the Money in the Bank qualifier.
How the hell she get on that show? What? When did she?
I don't know. They just happen to be there.
Excuse me. I smell collusion.
And more collusions. All the
Did the
collusions.
did the tribal chief put Tamina on that show?
I guess so. I guess
I
so.
mean, listen. Real talk. I saw the videos of the rock bar in her house. Listen, she's in the bloodline. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah. Anyway. And then our main event was Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus the Usos. A really good match. I love Butch because he makes me laugh. Butch just wants
Right?
to fight everybody. Everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone gonna get it.
All
Everyone.
the time.
And
At
really good
once.
match. Really good match. I like the two some teaming up, and I actually like the storyline they kind of going with each other with it. So I was fine with this.
hmm
It was good.
Yes, sir.
SmackDown, what do you give it?
SmackDown, I give it a B.
I could agree with that. All
It's
right.
it's as much again. I give them credit for the story, but again, you just shuffling around the same 12 people.
Yep.
We heading back into that problem we had like a little while ago. You noticed that, right?
Yeah.
Where every week it's the same like 10 people
Yeah.
because they
Got rid of everyone else.
yeah.
I'm just saying, yeah, Drew Gulak just like hanging in there doing push-ups on
Y-
ladders, so you could get him in a match here and there.
Again. And not squash matches. These are guys he was a cruiserweight champion. What the are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't understand, Mark.
Yeah.
I
Me,
don't understand. Oh yeah, should I give Corey Graves some poo poo now, or should I wait till later?
We'll wait a little later.
Because I want to bring that
You're
up.
gonna
This is
give
making
you're
me
gonna give
mad.
him the poo poo. All right. Last but not least, we got AEW Dynamite. Not Dynamite. Rampage. We kick off with Andrade versus Ray Phoenix. Really good match.
Very, very, very good match. I appreciate this. I hate to overuse story, wrestling, man. I get it, but they took me on a journey, son. They
Yep.
really did. That's what you want, right?
Yes, that's
Very
exactly
good.
what I like. Sierra Deebs and Mercedes Martinez tag team against Laylee Luck and Sierra.
So I had the fortune of watching Dark, and I know they started that, and they kept so two storylines. Just to let you know, Mark, that they kept going
Mm-hmm.
was Swerve and Keith Lee. They
Yep.
showed a little clip of that, and Keith Lee that actually mentioned it.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. And the other one was Deebs and Martinez.
Okay.
So that started there. So that's cool. It's
Okay.
cool to see them have a thing that's got legs. So we'll
Okay.
see.
The DKC got killed by the hook.
Donkey Kong Country?
No.
That's what you said, DKC.
That's his name. The DKC.
Donkey Kong Country? Okay.
The
All
Donkey
right.
Kong Country got his ass handed by hook.
Yeah, he did. He did.
You got Jeff Cobb versus Cash Wheeler getting the win, and that was, I think, the match of the night.
Very, very good match. I think it's good that people got more exposure to Cobb.
Yeah,
Because you think about it, yeah, he's never been on television.
he was on Lucha Underground,
Okay, free TV.
but then again, you don't really see him.
True. Okay,
He's
okay.
fully masked and shit.
But I'm just saying, like, free TV.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you don't see him like
yeah,
that.
if it
No.
was ROH, you got to
The,
pay
the
money.
I think the only time you actually you've seen him was because when Jericho hired him.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
You're
that
right.
was it.
You're
And that
right.
was Jericho's superstar entertainer, sports entertainer of the week.
Yes, he was. That's cool. That's cool.
Yes, yes, yes.
I like that.
Rampage, we give it.
I'm gonna give it a B plus. Very good show.
I'll give B plus as well. Cash versus Cobb, well worth it. Really good match.
First match also. Very
Hmm
good. Yeah.
Good match. All
And I
right.
like the stories. Go.
We go to the pay per view. We'll do our predictions of the Forbidden Door.
Okay,
So,
Mark. I'm gonna ask you a question before we start.
okay,
Is the car final yet?
yes.
It. Oh, what?
As is as
What?
final as it's gonna be,
All right.
because
I'm taking
it
your
had
word.
a lot of injuries happening in this pit card. So a lot of changes have happened in this card as well. So, where's the matchups? So we got a couple pre-show matches. We got Matt Caster, the Gun Club, versus Alex Cullen, Kevin Knight, the DKC, and
He's
Yuya
back.
Yamura. I think
Well, I
the
know
Gun
who's gonna
Club.
win this match.
Yeah, I know too.
This is a straight up from Dark.
Yeah.
Like literally.
And then you got another pre-show match. You got Gato and Yoshi-Hashi
Oh,
versus
really?
the Factory, QT Marshall, and Solo. You know exactly who's gonna win
All
that
right, I
match.
gotta watch this match. Okay.
And then
They brought they brought Yoshihashi out.
yeah,
What?
yeah, you
Okay.
know who's winning that match.
Yes.
Gato's winning that
Got yeah,
match.
yeah.
QT Marshall gonna die.
Yes.
Yes, he is. We got another pre-show match. It's gonna be Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee versus the Yakuza Gun, El Desperado and Yosobi Kanmura.
I wouldn't be surprised if Swerve and Lee lost though,
Yeah, I think
because
they'll
of the
cause
story.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. So we got first card of the match. First match of the card anyway. Yumio Wheeler Yuta, Eddie Kingston versus Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho and Miro Suzuki and Sammy Guevara.
I want to go with my boy Suzuki. I'm just.
Yeah, so he's on Jericho's side.
All right. No, I'm going. I'm going with Eddie. That's it.
You know, Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
feel like they
I
lose
can't.
this and they win Blood and Guts. So I think Jericho, Sammy, and Scissor could go on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot there's even another. All right, I'm with you, Mark. I'm with you. I'm with you.
We got Darby Allen, Shingo, and Sting.
And that was the last changed match, as
Yeah,
far as I know,
yeah,
because we said, was it Takahashi?
yeah. It was supposed to be a 4-4
Yes. Yes.
versus Young Bucks and El Fantasmo.
Mm, I think Sting's team is winning.
Me too.
Come on.
Me
Come on.
too. You got Pac versus Miro versus Clark Connors versus Malachi Black.
This is the hardest match for me. This is the match I'm looking forward to the most
Who's
because nobody is in it. Well, somebody is out of it because they were hurt,
yeah?
isn't it? But the people I want to be in it are in it. It's between Miro and Malachi Black. I feel like Malachi Black needs it. I also feel like Miro needs it.
I will love, and this is just me
I feel
just
like
being a
Pac should
fan.
win though.
I want Pac to win.
I feel like Pac is gonna win.
I think Pac. This should be his first title.
Yeah, yeah.
It
I agree.
should be.
I agree.
If it's not Pac, is I say Black.
Is what I want is honestly what I want is Malachi Black to win.
Yeah,
But I think Pac is going to win. So
yeah.
that's there we go.
And Ishii was
My
originally part of this match, but he
he
got
is the other.
yeah
Yeah. So my prediction is Pac. I'll
Pac.
go with you, Mark.
All right. Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm.
I think it's too soon for Rosa to lose. I hope it's an amazing match though.
Me too. I wish for a good match. I got Rosa winning as well.
Mhm.
Too early.
Mhm.
Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the U.S. title.
The only reason I find it hard to see Orange losing is because he just got back. But Osprey's not gonna be there because it's Forbidden Door. So Osprey's winning.
Ospreay. I got Ospreay as well. We got FTR versus United Empire versus Rokambi Vice for the IWG for it's winner take all the titles.
All those titles. I think FTR is doing it. Yeah.
FTR is gonna be
Yeah.
IWGP. You're gonna add that 7 star.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus mystery opponent.
It's the time to pick a mystery opponent. Mm, it's a lie, and it was Danielson all along.
He's gonna come in a mask on,
Don't tempt him.
goat mask.
Um, I I think it's gonna be the mystery opponent,
Yeah,
but I just don't know who. I don't think it's Claudio. That's the thing. I would like to be with everybody else, but I don't think it's him.
yeah.
I don't.
I think whoever it is gonna win the match.
That's how I feel. Yes, but
Yeah.
I just don't think it's Claudio.
Okay. Jay White versus Okada versus Adam Cole versus Adam Page in a 4-way for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Prediction: Okada. Want Chugs,
Chugs. I
but
say Jay
prediction
White.
Okada.
I say Jay White retains.
Okay. Okay.
And then the main event is John Moxley versus Tanahashi for the intern AEW Championship.
And I go again. I want Moxley to win, but I could see Tanahashi winning.
You know what's funny is that I could actually see him winning as well.
Hmm. It feels like they need
Yeah,
one big one to have a point to the event. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And because, like I said, I feel Japan is more hesitant to have another company hold their title,
yeah,
and I think AEW is all about that because it's new. Come on.
yeah. I think the title that New Japan is gonna give is the tag title,
Hmm.
and I think the world title. I think Tanahashi will have a short run, but I
Hmm.
know for a fact Punk wanted to wrestle him too, so I could see him holding the title for a couple
Mm,
months.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Understood.
I would like to see Tanahashi, but I have a feeling Moxley's taking it though.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So that's our predictions for the Forbidden Door. Will be on tonight.
Can I
I don't,
say something though?
yeah,
Can I say something though?
yeah,
We went through the whole card.
yeah.
How many women's matches on this card?
One.
What? Need I say more?
Um. So yeah, there's no
You build up
Forbidden
no other
Door.
story?
There's no
Not even a
Forbidden.
rivalry?
There's no Forbidden Door for the ladies,
No, I
sadly.
understand, but they ain't do no work to build up nothing.
Nah, you could
Nothing.
at least had Jade on the mid card. I
You
don't
could have
know
had an
about the mid
exhibition
card.
match with a girl from Stardom
They
with
didn't allow
somebody.
Stardom to be part of this.
But here's the thing: New Japan went on their social media and they mentioned it
Yeah,
in reference to AEW, and I'm like, but they didn't. You didn't bring no girls over. Like, what happened?
you have Kairi Sane and fucking Stardom. Why couldn't she have a match with
Hmm.
somebody up here? Yeah.
Yeah,
Britt Baker versus Kairi Sane.
exactly. Bam, money.
That's two matches. It could have been great on the card.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. There was only one women's match. You should have had some little bit more representation for the women. I'm just saying. Everyone complains about like they don't get the representation. WWE does it a lot more now than ever. So
But I'm just saying, as for a bit Forbidden Door pay-per-view,
yeah,
it's their fault for not even trying to get that ball rolling. Like, there's no
no,
Stardom women at all.
no
What?
Stardom. You didn't even borrow someone from Impact.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
You know
some,
what I'm saying?
some.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
How
I
Jordan
agree.
Grace beat somebody up? What?
Yeah,
What? Nothing.
yeah, she's a new champ. Let her beat someone up.
So
There you
I
go.
can't. Yeah, that's a little. You gotta give him some shit for that.
Yeah. All right. Last but not, we do have our podcast we listen to. This one give it to us a couple of podcasts that we liked this week. Um, I did listen to John Moxley on the sessions. It was actually a really good conversation, and kind of talked about his him going to rehab and things like that. It was actually really good listen. Um, I did listen to where was it? I didn't listen to After the Bell, so you were saying something about After the Bell.
Yep. So usually I do try to listen to one podcast if I can, and this week was after the bell, and I was like, oh, cool, Jeff Jarrett and whatnot. But before we got to Jeff, Graves and Vic kind of went on a tangent about people being upset with their position in the company, of people who leave and complain, not naming any names, but naming things that they probably didn't do when they found themselves complaining and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
the oh, you didn't find another way to make yourself useful, referencing like how Corey, when he was injured, how he decided to go learn other skills and things like that, and then also referencing not willing to be humiliated because you know that's what they have for you at the moment, and then also the other thing of whatever they give you, you make the best of it,
yeah,
which is another thing you always hear.
yeah,
They always say if you want to succeed in that company, you do it. And then I sat there as he was also defending Carmella from people who say she doesn't deserve what she has. And I go, you know, there's a woman who was in the same company who did everything you just said and almost got to exactly the same place as Carmella, but they decided to just dump her in the trash, and that was Lana.
yeah.
Was there for years, on the main show for years. Did everything they wanted to learn how to wrestle. I remember that. She wasn't a wrestler.
No.
Learn how to wrestle. Um, did all that embarrassing stuff with the freaking story. Remember the Dolph Ziggler storyline? Remember all
Yep.
that stuff in 2016? They tried to get that over with people. Yeah, I remember that was in the era for that was long gone.
They actually messed up that storyline for themselves.
And then they had the whole thing with Bobby Lashley. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember, and Liv Morgan. She went through that too.
Yep.
Remember that? Then she went with the thing with Nia Jackson, the table every week. I don't know, 8, 7 tables.
Yeah.
And she did exactly what Corey Graves said, and they threw her out the door. So what he's saying, in my mind, is bullshit. I I understand it, but here's the thing: that company does not do what you expect them to do. They do what they want.
Yeah.
If they like you, they keep you. If they don't, they don't. Please
Yeah.
don't put this misnomer out there that everybody who was there did not do everything they needed to
No.
do.
No,
Don't
because
ever
you
put
you
that
could
misnomer out there.
you could
Don't put
definitely
that
look
out
at
there.
some people, especially. Honestly,
What did
some
Rusev do? What did Rusev do?
yeah
Everything they wanted him to do.
yep
What?
Even bad
They still threw
storylines.
him out like trash.
Yep.
Excuse me. Again, I'm just when I heard that, I was like, what the f is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? How dare you? So just to that, I'm just like, and I understand. I'm not mad at him as a person. I know he's a company guy. That's his company. But
Yeah.
that's the wrong way to go about saying that because these people, they did everything you said and more,
Yeah.
and they still ended up in the trash.
Yeah.
No defense. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Like one I'll bring up is like Tyler Breeze in general. Like he even like
Yeah.
he even
Yeah.
talked about him like doing the online stuff and he did everything right. The fucking the fashion files was probably one of the most YouTube videos for the longest time.
Hmm.
And he did everything that again, like what they say. Oh, find opportunity. Try to use this. Try to use that. Went through all those sources and try to reuse things. He tried to go back to NXT. Try to go like that. And for some reason, I just made him like it just became. He did his run in NXT. It was great. He finally got actually a title in NXT and all. But again, like he did everything right though. You can't deny that he was not a good character. He was a great character. You can't deny he was not good on the mic. He was good on the mic. He was a great person in the ring too. He had great character, and he also had a thing that was like trending everywhere with fucking the fashion files. So and he did nothing
They
with it.
sold merch.
Yeah.
They sold merch because people bought the fashion file shirts.
Yep. I have them.
I, I'm just saying again, the things he was
Yeah.
saying, it make yourself useful in
Yeah.
other ways, or sell make that money for the company because they
Yeah.
kept saying it's a business. It's a bit. Do you remember Rusev Day?
Yeah.
You remember that was like the most popular shirt at
And the
one
fun
time.
and y'all did nothing with that.
And Lana Day,
You did
and what
nothing
they
with
do.
that. They should at least had a tag title.
Aiden English has the right to be mad as hell for the rest of his life. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. All
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Cause he did everything I asked. He got Rooster Dave over. He got Lana Day over. He got everything over, and y'all did nothing. They should at least had a tag title run.
Agree. It's fashion police too.
Yeah, 100
It's
percent.
still a
Well, at least
crime
they
they
got
didn't
one.
have
At
one
least they got one in NXT.
in NXT. Yeah,
But yeah.
that
Anyway,
was Triple H giving them
yeah,
a pat on the back.
that is
That
true.
wasn't the main people.
Yeah, because originally Breeze was supposed to win the North American title as well, and he actually talked about it. And but Triple H was like, nah, the way the story's gonna go and this like that, and it made more sense too. So he was actually happy with it anyway. That's when he fought Velveteen Dream.
And
But
it's just that's the thing that bothers me the most is when there's examples, and it's in is in the not just on one hand, on two hand, on three hand, on four
yeah,
hand of the people who we saw as fans do everything, get repackaged or shifted and taken, and we go, oh man, I used to love them, and then they got their second chance and they killed it, and then they just get the boot
yeah. And sometimes sometimes it's all.
for the money, just the boot because we don't want to pay you no more.
Yeah, sometimes honestly, and
Wow.
also I will believe sometimes it's just straight out creative than the actual wrestler themselves. Sometimes the creative does not know nothing to how to fucking build your character.
And it's just the little things though that they say when it comes to it being a business. When they go, it's the most profitable quarter. Yeah, because you got rid of all your talent.
Yeah,
It is. That's how it works.
yeah,
You fire the people and and you save all the money. It
yeah,
is. Stop pretending that's not what happened.
yeah.
Come on. Stop it. Stop it. So I don't like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but again, like how we see things and also like that is like, yeah, and then sometimes it is creatives. I will say 100%. Sometimes it is creatives' fault. Like they cannot book a character because honestly, we'll see people get over, super over. Look at fucking Judgment Day right now.
Yes.
That's all
True.
on creative. I don't even blame nobody on the fucking characters. That's all on creative.
Yeah.
They got
You're right.
nothing. They're main event already.
Yeah, you showed me. You showed me. You're
And
right.
Ali,
100%.
Ali could easily build a storyline. Yeah, don't give him nothing to actually build upon. He's great on the mic.
He had one done. They
Yeah.
brought him out, had something with him and the Miz in theory. Where's he at now?
And the thing is, you have especially if you're trying to make a baby face, you have the perfect heel that he can make any baby face you put in his direction, and that's the Miz. take advantage
Mm-hmm.
of him on the show. Do use them to build your baby faces because honestly, you don't have any. You have maybe one right now that's hot. The rest of them are just, they're there.
Yeah.
So it's a sad thing, but again, yeah, it's a lot of things. It's not just the person. People are not like doing what they need to do to get. No, Lana herself was over, extremely over. But even
Mm-hmm.
before her actually wrestling, she was over. She was over
Mm-hmm.
as the Russian lady with fucking Rusev. So
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, like she was over. She did everything in her power. She improved too. Like I've seen
Mm-hmm.
improvement in her wrestling ring. So I'm not gonna I will not say that she did not try. She did her tried her damnedest, and all she did was get thrown into a table
Yeah, like
for her
so
efforts.
again, it just makes me upset to hear
Yeah,
that
yeah,
when they do what you say
yeah,
and then they still get thrown in the trash and your defense is but do what they say though.
yeah. It's
So just go, yeah, I don't want to listen to what you're saying right
yeah.
now because you just going in a circle.
Yeah,
Stop,
and I
stop.
actually like the fact that like some people just they gotta just bet on themselves as well. Like look at again, honestly, Cardona is probably the best example of he did not need WWE to get over,
Yeah,
and that's
no,
a
we did not.
like that. So, um, last but not least, this will be our wrestling retrospect, and this is your choice this week.
Oh, this week I wanted to pick a woman
Go
since we
ahead.
said we had to start that at some point.
Yep.
So this one I'm going to pick. Might as well be biased. I'm gonna pick probably my favorite women's wrestler. Wait, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Nikki Cross. I'm gonna save my favorite women's wrestler,
Okay.
so we could keep that as a mystery. But I'm gonna pick Nikki Cross, and so I know she has a ton of stuff
Yeah.
that is not in WWE.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And then she has some good. She has some gems in WWE too.
Oh yeah, her and Oscar. Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, the last woman standing match that always comes to mind.
hell yeah,
Her versus Rhea in NXT as
yeah.
well.
That's true.
Yeah, she's all right. Nikki
She's a good
Cross.
story.
So Nikki Cross is our first lady of the wrestling retrospect. So
Yes, sir.
we just looking up info. If you actually want to see any of those matches that we mentioned on the wrestling retrospect, we do have them all on the Facebook the Wrestling Babble page. So if you want to listen, watch any of those matches or add into the matches of the people that we pick, go there and share it.
Do it.
All right. I guess we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble Podcast. Thank you for listening. Easiest way to listen to us is on Spotify, Red Cyclone Inc. You can get all our weekly podcasts of It Gets Better, I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble, and all our monthly casts of the Morphin Cast, Shell Shock, the Not a Trekkie, and the Game Rage podcast. They all have new episodes up last month, so basically listen to all of them. They're all up now. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Mark the Mic. And I'll give it a little shout out to Popcorning Podcast, which is Tenacious T's other podcast that he started with his buddy. Give it a listen. It's on Spotify, Popcorning. So check that out. And follow our second link.
Scott Steiner's out here making lots of noise.
You want to close it?
But make sure you follow Red Cyclone Inc. anywhere and everywhere. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud. That is Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
There
So
we go.
check it out.
Yep. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Cause he's hungry.
Yeah.